Have you ever felt the walls closing in, the air growing thin, and the realization that you might never escape? In November 2009, a group of adventurers experienced this nightmare, stranded in the depths of Putty Cave. John Jones, an experienced caver, entered the cave seeking adventure and excitement. Little did he know, he would soon find himself trapped in a treacherous passage known as the birth canal. As panic set in, friends and family watched helplessly, hoping for a miracle. What would you do if you were in his shoes? How far would you go to save a loved one? Join us as we unravel the chilling events of that fateful day. A day that would test the limits of courage, determination, and the very essence of life itself. This is the story of the Putty tragedy. But before we dive in, some of the details in this story are disturbing and may not be suitable for all audiences, so viewer discretion is strongly advised. As always, remember to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date with the channel. Alright, let's dive into the video. Putty Cave is a mesmerizing underground wonder, renowned for its intricate geological formations that have developed over millions of years. Nestled in the Wasatch Range of Utah, this limestone cave showcases remarkable features shaped by the relentless forces of water erosion. As water seeps through the rock, it carves out stunning formations like stalactites and stalagmites, creating a breathtaking subterranean landscape. The cave's unique layout includes narrow passageways and expansive chambers, inviting adventurers to explore its depths. Discovered in the late 1960s by a group of enthusiastic spelunkers, Putty Cave quickly captured the attention of the caving community. Its name, derived from the soft, clay-like texture of the cave walls, reflects the playful spirit of exploration that defines this hidden gem. Stretching over 1,200 feet, the cave features various routes, each presenting a different level of challenge. While its beauty captivates visitors, the cave's twisting passages and tight squeezes serve as a reminder of the delicate balance between exploration and safety. Caving or spelunking is not merely a recreational activity. It embodies a profound connection with nature and the thrill of adventure. Enthusiasts are drawn to the mysteries of the underground world, where darkness envelops them, and the air is filled with the sounds of dripping water and distant echoes. The allure lies in the sense of discovery. Each cave holds secrets waiting to be unveiled. However, the excitement of caving is accompanied by inherent risks. The unpredictable nature of underground environments can pose significant dangers. Cavers must navigate narrow passages, often in complete darkness, where a single misstep can lead to injury or even worse. The potential for flooding, rockfalls, and getting lost adds to the perilous nature of the activity. As the caving community emphasizes, preparation and respect for the cave environment are essential for ensuring a safe and enjoyable experience. To mitigate risks, cavers adhere to standard safety protocols designed to protect both themselves and the cave environment. Before embarking on any expedition, thorough research on the cave's layout and conditions is crucial. Understanding the specific challenges posed by Putty Cave, such as its tight squeezes and potential hazards, is essential for a safe journey. Group dynamics play a vital role in ensuring safety during caving expeditions. Cavers are encouraged to explore in teams, maintaining constant communication and support for one another. Each member should be equipped with essential gear, including helmets, headlamps, and harnesses to navigate the cave safely. Additionally, carrying a first aid kit and having a plan for emergencies can significantly impact critical situations. Preparation extends to physical fitness and mental readiness. Cavers must be in good health and possess the necessary skills to handle the physical demands of climbing, crawling, and maneuvering through tight spaces. Familiarity with the cave's structure helps cavers recognize safe routes and potential dangers, enhancing their ability to respond effectively to unexpected challenges. In summary, while Putty Cave offers a captivating adventure for those brave enough to explore its depths, it serves as a reminder of the importance of safety in caving. Understanding geological features, embracing the culture of exploration, and adhering to safety protocols are vital components of a successful caving experience. As we delve deeper into the story of Putty Cave, the lessons learned from its beauty and challenges resonate throughout the journey. On a crisp November day in 2009, John Edward Jones set out on what was supposed to be a thrilling adventure with friends and family. Joining him were his younger brother Josh and several close friends, seasoned cavers who had navigated the labyrinthine passages of Nutty Putty Cave before. The group shared a bond forged in the depths of the earth, where teamwork and trust were paramount. There was a palpable excitement in the air, a shared sense of anticipation as they prepared to descend into the dark, mysterious world below. The entrance to Nutty Putty Cave, a gaping mouth in the rocky landscape, beckoned the group forward. One by one, they squeezed through the narrow opening, their headlamps casting flickering beams of light on the smooth, damp walls. The initial descent was thrilling, a mix of awe and adrenaline as they navigated the cave's winding passages. The echo of their voices bounced to the walls, adding to the sense of adventure. They marveled at the cave's natural beauty, the intricate formations that had taken eons to form. For John, this was more than just an exploration. It was a chance to reconnect with a passion he hadn't indulged in years, a break from the stresses of life, a brief return to the adventures of his youth. As they ventured deeper into the cave, the thrill of discovery was palpable. But with each step forward, the passages grew narrower, the air cooler, and the weight of the earth above them heavier. Then came the moment that would change everything. As the group reached a section known as the Birth Canal, a notorious passage in Nutty Putty Cave, John decided to push ahead. The passage, which was barely wide enough for a grown man to squeeze through, had a reputation for testing the limits of even the most experienced explorers. John, eager to explore further, wriggled his way into the narrow tunnel. At first, it was just another challenge, a squeeze that required careful maneuvering and calm nerves. But as John inched forward, the walls seemed to close in around him. His breathing quickened, the weight of the rock pressing against his chest. The sensation was overwhelming, a mix of panic and disbelief as he realized he was stuck. His arms pinned to his sides, his body wedged tightly in the narrow passage. He tried to wriggle free, but the more he struggled, the tighter the cave seemed to grip him. Panic began to seep in, an icy grip tightening around his heart. The once thrilling adventure had turned into a nightmare. Every breath was labored, every attempt to move only made things worse. He called out to his brother and friends as his voice strained, filled with fear. The darkness around him felt suffocating. The once welcoming cave was now a prison. The moment John's friends realized the gravity of the situation, panic set in. What had started as an exhilarating exploration had turned into a nightmare. As John's frantic calls for help echoed through the narrow tunnel, his brother Josh and the rest of the group knew they had to act quickly. They tried to pull him out, but it was no use. The cave had him in its grip. Time was slipping away, and with every passing minute, the danger grew. With no other options, they scrambled back through the cave's winding passages, their hearts pounding. They emerged into the cold night air and immediately called 911, their voices trembling as they described John's predicament. The urgency in their voices reflected the dire situation. Every second counted, and they knew it. Within minutes, the call for help was relayed to local authorities, setting into motion one of the most complex cave rescues ever attempted. It didn't take long for the first rescue teams to arrive at Nutty Putty Cave. These were not just any rescuers, they were specialists, trained to navigate the perilous underground terrain. They arrived with trucks full of equipment, ropes, harnesses, pulleys, and medical supplies, each item carefully chosen for the delicate task ahead. The scene at the cave's entrance was chaotic, yet coordinated, a stark contrast to the eerie calm within the cave itself. As the first rescuers descended into the cave, the gravity of the situation became apparent. The narrow, winding passages that had once been a source of adventure were now formidable obstacles. The team quickly realized that extracting John would not be a simple task. It would require precision, patience, and an immense amount of skill. They mapped out the cave, strategizing the best way to reach him without causing further harm. The challenges the rescuers faced were unlike anything they had encountered before. Nutty Putty Cave's tight passages were a nightmare to navigate, even with the necessary equipment. Every movement had to be calculated to avoid triggering a collapse or further wedging John into the narrow passage. The pressure was immense. Not only was John's life on the line, but the lives of the rescuers were at risk as well. Time was not on their side. The longer John remained trapped, the more his situation deteriorated. The cave's cold, damp environment was taking its toll on his body. He was pinned upside down, a position that severely restricted his breathing and circulation. Every passing hour brought new challenges. John's condition was worsening, and the cave's unforgiving structure offered no easy solutions. The rescue teams tried everything they could think of to free John. They first attempted to pull him out using ropes, carefully threaded through the narrow passage. But the angle of the passage and the position of John's body made this nearly impossible. Every attempt seemed to push him further in. They then brought in a system of pulleys and levers, hoping to gently ease him out without causing further injury. As the hours dragged on, the rescuers turned to more specialized tools. They drilled into the rock around John, attempting to widen the passage just enough to free him. But the rock was unstable, and every vibration risked triggering a collapse. The rescue team was faced with an impossible choice. Every option carried immense risks, and the margin for error was razor thin. As the hours turned into a day, the emotional toll on everyone involved began to mount. John's friends waited anxiously at the cave's entrance, their hope fading with every minute that passed. Inside the cave, the rescuers continued their work, but the strain was beginning to show. Exhaustion, frustration, and the weight of the situation bore down on them. The cave, once a place of adventure, had become a prison, both for John and for those trying to save him. Before we continue on, if you are enjoying the video so far, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, now back to the video. For John, the situation was becoming increasingly dire. Trapped in a position that was slowly crushing him, his strength was waning. He struggled to stay conscious, to keep hope alive, but the relentless pressure of the cave was overwhelming. The darkness, the cold, the feeling of being utterly trapped, it all conspired to break his spirit. And yet, he held on, clinging to the hope that he would be rescued. As the night wore on, the rescue teams knew they were running out of time. The cave's unforgiving structure, combined with the sheer physical toll on John, made the situation increasingly bleak. Every attempt to free him seemed to end in failure, and the emotional strain was palpable. The tension was unbearable. Each passing minute brought them closer to a heartbreaking realization. As the rescue operation stretched into its final hours, the weight of desperation settled over the cave. The rescuers, exhausted and disheartened, made one last desperate attempt to free John. They intensified their efforts, employing every technique and tool at their disposal. Ropes were tightened, pulleys adjusted, and drills whirred as they fought against time and the unforgiving rock. The atmosphere in the cave was charged with an almost unbearable tension. Each clink of metal and muffled sound of machinery echoed with a haunting urgency. The rescuers, aware that every moment counted, worked with a mix of hope and resignation. They knew the stakes. John's life hung in the balance, and despite their best efforts, the narrow confines of the cave continued to defy their every move. John, trapped in an increasingly uncomfortable and dangerous position, clung to the hope that the rescuers would succeed. His physical strength was waning, and the cold, oppressive darkness of the cave seemed to close in on him. Each moment of waiting felt like an eternity, the strain on his body and mind becoming almost unbearable. Despite the rescuers' relentless efforts, the situation was growing increasingly dire. The decision to halt the rescue was not made lightly. As hours turned into days, it became clear that the cave's treacherous conditions were insurmountable. The rescuers, grappling with the harsh reality of their situation, faced the heart-wrenching choice to suspend their efforts. The moment the decision was made, an overwhelming sense of grief enveloped everyone involved. The cave, once a place of adventure, had become a tomb, a silent witness to the tragic outcome. For John's friends and family, the realization that their loved one could not be saved was a devastating blow. The emotional toll was immense, their hearts breaking as they came to terms with the loss. The news of John's tragic death sent shockwaves through the local community. Nutty Putty Cave, A site once celebrated for its natural beauty and challenge was now forever marked by the tragedy. The loss of John Jones was felt deeply by those who knew him and by the larger community that had been touched by his story. In the aftermath of the tragedy, there was a collective reflection on the fragility of life and the perils of adventure. John's death served as a somber reminder of the risks inherent in exploring the unknown. The community rallied together, offering support to John's family and honoring his memory through memorials and tributes. John Jones became a symbol of both the allure and the danger of spelunking. His story, while tragic, sparked discussions about cave safety and the importance of preparedness. Nutty Putty Cave, once a hidden gem, was now a place of mourning, a testament to the dangers that lurk beneath the Earth's surface. In the wake of the Nutty Putty tragedy, the world of caving underwent a profound reassessment. The devastating loss of John Jones served as a stark reminder of the inherent dangers of spelunking. As news of the tragedy spread, safety protocols across the caving community were scrutinized and revised. Changes in safety measures became imperative. Caving organizations and safety authorities implemented stricter guidelines for exploring narrow and complex cave systems. New protocols emphasized detailed pre-expedition planning, including comprehensive briefings on cave structure and emergency procedures. The tragic event highlighted the critical need for advanced safety equipment, such as enhanced harness systems and communication devices, to prevent future incidents. Increased awareness of the risks associated with caving led to greater emphasis on education and preparation. Caving clubs and organizations began offering more thorough training programs, focusing on both the technical and psychological aspects of cave exploration. This heightened awareness aimed to ensure that adventurers would be better prepared to handle the complexities and dangers of underground environments. John Jones's legacy endures through the tributes and memorials dedicated to him. The caving community and local residents came together to honor his memory, recognizing both his passion for adventure and the lessons learned from his tragic end. Memorials were established at Nutty Putty Cave and in the broader community, serving as poignant reminders of John's adventurous spirit and the importance of safety in exploration. These tributes not only celebrated his life but also aimed to foster a deeper understanding of the risks involved in caving. John's story, while tragic, has had a lasting impact on the world of caving. It has prompted a critical evaluation of safety practices and inspired a renewed commitment to protecting those who venture into the unknown. Through the lessons learned and the tributes paid, John's legacy continues to resonate, reminding us all of the delicate balance between adventure and safety. As we close the chapter on the Nutty Putty tragedy, it is essential to reflect on the harrowing events that led to the loss of John Jones. His story is a somber reminder of the perils that can arise when exploring the depths of the earth. From the excitement of the initial descent to the desperate final moments, the tragedy unfolds as a poignant lesson in the risks of caving. The world of caving, with its allure and beauty, is not without its dangers. Nutty Putty Cave's labyrinthine passages and treacherous squeezes serve as a testament to the inherent risks faced by those who venture into such environments. This tragedy underscores the crucial need for rigorous safety measures and thorough preparation. In the spirit of responsible exploration, we must approach our adventures with the utmost respect for nature and its inherent risks. Caving, while thrilling, demands caution and a deep understanding of the environment. The lessons learned from John's story call for a renewed commitment to safety and preparation in all adventure sports. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then check out these videos on the screen now. If you have a topic suggestion, please send it to the email in the description. And as always, remember to like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to our channel. I will see you all in the next one.